Hey everyone, it's John. Today we are going to be going over this Cardo Packtalk Neo. Now this is going to be a comprehensive guide, everything you need to know about these units, whether you are coming from another Cardo unit looking to potentially upgrade, or you're coming from no communicator or perhaps kind of an off-brand communicator. Why are you looking at the Cardo Neo? I can tell you why I was looking at this, because it is simply the best that money can buy. There is no better communicator on the market for the price. Now, the only thing that is better in the Cardo lineup is the Cardo Packtalk Edge. The only differences between the Edge and the Neo, if you were wondering, is the fact that the Edge is air mounted. So just meaning instead of me having to press this little button right here, still pops off very easily, it is air mounted, kind of a magnetic mount. And the Edge also has 1 extra year on the warranty. The Neo here is for 2 years. You get 3 on the Edge. And also it can be charged while riding versus this needs to be unplugged and charged via the USB-C port on the back here. Now these actually have an incredible battery life, so to me that is not a concern. But as far as the actual technology that you're getting here, the amount of riders that you can pair, the range, the connectivity, all of that, it is the same between the two units. So for me, this is the best unit that money can buy as far as technology specs, as long as you don't care about the air mounting and the extra year on the warranty. So with that out of the way, what makes this unit so good? Well, first of all, it is waterproof. You don't have to worry about riding with this in the rain. They are very, very durable. So for me, that warranty is not something that I'm super concerned about. All the buttons, everything feels durable on these. And these have fantastic connectivity. So you have a couple of different options with this. You can connect up to 4 riders with traditional Bluetooth, and you also have your mesh connection. We'll get more into that a little bit later, but just know you have basically all the connection options you would ever need. This is going to give you the ability to listen to music, listen to your GPS, talk to all of your friends, and the sound on this, the microphone, is actually very, very nice. Now, I've compared multiple different brands, some off-brands, some other name brands, and I haven't found anything that sounds better than Cardo. When you're listening to it, the microphone is very crisp, very clear. Everyone's going to be able to hear you, which is wonderful. The music, now it's not amazing inside a helmet. I don't think any helmets sound amazing, and my helmet here is not a very expensive helmet either, but the speakers are pretty good. I would give it like maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10, right? So 10 being like your headset that you're listening to. This would be maybe a 5 or a 6, something like that. So it's not amazing, but it's still wonderful to be able to listen to music whenever you're riding. And if you do need to take a phone call or be able to chat with your friends, something like that, it is wonderful to have a connectivity like this on the side of your helmet. Now, who is this for? So people are going to fall into 2 different categories. And I thought I was one category, but I was actually in the second category. And most of you are probably going to fall in this second category. And what this is, the first category is folks that are going to get a less expensive unit, which would be like the Spirit HD, which is one that I started out with, or an off-brand unit, and are never going to upgrade to something better. They're going to be perfectly happy with that, and they're not going to regret getting a less expensive unit. And then the second category, which is going to be folks that maybe start off with a less expensive unit and then figure out 6 months into riding or a year into riding, I need something better. And that's what happened to me. Don't be like me. If you fall into category 1, there's only gonna be a few people that are gonna stay in category 1. And that would be if you are not planning on riding, if you're only planning on riding with one person ever, and you never think you're gonna ride with more people, you can go with the Spirit HD or even some off-brand, something like that. Or if you're not going to be riding with anyone at all and you just want to be able to listen to GPS, music, things like that, and you're just looking to get your phone connection to your helmet, but you're not concerned about the Bluetooth connections or mesh, any of that, you would be just fine and well served to get a lower spec Cardo or even an off-brand. If you're not going to be talking to anybody, probably would go with just a basic off-brand because it's going to connect to your phone. You're going to be able to listen to music. If you're going to be talking to anyone, I would definitely stick with something that is a name brand, right? So Cardo is definitely my favorite. I would look at the Cardo Spirit HD, so you get the HD sound, the speakers in the helmet. But other than that, that is going to let you talk to one rider. It's wonderful. And you can listen to, of course, music and GPS, all that stuff. Now, if you are wanting some longer range or to be able to talk to multiple people, I would step it up and go with the Neo. I don't think there's any in between. I would get this one here. If I could go back, I would not have gotten my less expensive Cardo, and I would have started off with the Neo here because this is going to allow you to talk to 4 different people via Bluetooth. So this could be off-brand units, this could be Cenas, any of those are going to connect via Bluetooth to this. And the range on this is wonderful. It's 1.6 miles allegedly. You're not going to get the full range there, but it is definitely a lot better than the base Cardo, which is great. The second option that you're going to have is mesh, and mesh is amazing. And we'll get into the connectivity and how all this works because I have tested this with multiple different units. So the way that mesh works is you're going to create a little network on your phone. And it's really going to work if you're familiar with like a Discord channel, something like that, where you create it and everyone else can actually join it. Once they have joined, they will always be able to join. And so if you're riding together and somebody gets disconnected, whenever they come back, it automatically pairs up. It'll say, hey, so-and-so rider has joined the group, and everybody can hear each other again. It's not this stopping on the side of the road to have to repair and all that. it just happens seamlessly. Whenever if you guys get together and ride, say once a week, everybody goes home. Whenever you get back together to ride next time, everybody's connected. It just happens automatically, which is wonderful. Now, what if you have some friends that say have an off-brand unit, or maybe they have a Cena? Can you use mesh? And the answer is yes. You're just gonna have to bridge them. So remember when we said we had 4 different Bluetooth connections on this, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna take one of those Bluetooth connections, you're gonna connect it to your friend over there that has the Cena. And it doesn't matter how many units we have in the Cardo mesh. It doesn't matter how many units we have in the Cena mesh. All we need to do is connect 2 of them, one Cena and one Cardo via that Bluetooth connection. And this unit is going to bridge that connection. Okay, so once you've added them via Bluetooth, you're just gonna go back into your mesh, and this can all be done in the app. They have a fantastic app, by the way. You'll go back into your mesh and you hit the bridge button, and in about 3 seconds, it will bring over that Cena user, whether it's 1 or whether it's 10 in that mesh. It'll bridge between, and then everybody can talk to everybody. And the only thing that you have to know with this is, because it's all not one Cardo unit or one Cena unit, if it was all Cardo, everybody, if one person left the group and came back, it would connect them, but everybody else could still talk. You will still need to stay connected and stay within range of Bluetooth range of that one Cena connection. That is the only stipulation there. And I have a lot of experience with this. My brother has a Cena, and so I was actually able to test this quite well. So if you're concerned about, will this be able to talk to other units, whether it be off-brand, which I have tested, yes it will, or other Cena units, yes it will. That's not a problem. You'll just connect it via Bluetooth, and you can actually still retain your mesh functionality with all of your Cardo friends, which is wonderful. So as I stated before, this does charge via USB-C here, which makes this really easy to stay topped up here, and it just pops off here very simply, just like this. You'll pop it off, be able to charge it. This basically lasts for an entire day of riding, whether that be kind of 8-10 hours, doesn't really matter. I haven't ridden long enough to ever run this down during the day, and it does charge very fast. So if that's something that's a concern to you, take a power bank with you, and if you stop for lunch or something like that, you can quickly top this thing up and you'll be good to go. I would challenge you to try to ride long enough to be able to get this thing to die today, which is great. So battery life has not been a concern for me at all, and I can say I've only had this one for the last couple of months, but I have used the Spirit HD for around the last 2.5-3 years, and that battery life is still wonderful, still goes all day. So the battery life in these do seem to be very, very nice. I think that should be all you need to know on this Neo. Fantastic unit, absolutely love it. If you are somebody that is hopping into motorcycling and wondering, what unit should I go with? If you think that you are potentially going to be riding with more than one person later on down the road, do yourself a favor, get this one here. Like I said, it's not going to break the bank as much as the Packtalk Edge would. I don't think, unless you need any of those features. For me, I definitely didn't. This is going to give you all the technology that you need, but no compromises. You're going to have mesh. You're going to be able to talk to all the Bluetooth folks that you need to. All the connections are wonderful. Charges via USB-C. Stays connected there. You have a couple of different mounting options. I do have an entire video put up for how to get these installed. It's very easy on most helmets. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I will link that right here for you. But that should be everything that you need to know. Hopefully this is helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.